Hi, goddesses. Happy Sunday. Leah Vanderlinden here. And I wanted to talk to you guys about your heart chakra. So, throughout the next couple weeks, I want to come on and tell you guys some tips and just some little information about the chakras, how important they are, but more importantly, how to know if something may be going on with one of your chakras, and some tips and tools on what to do if that's the case. So, as most of you know, I am a Reiki practitioner and love doing Reiki and crystal therapy and inner child work and all those things. And the chakras are something that I incorporate in everything I do is centered around chakra work. So I probably should have started this series where I dove in and told you guys what the chakra system is and all of that sort of thing. So let's just do a little bit about what chakras are, and then we're going to dive into finding out if there's something wrong or not wrong, if there's something off with your heart chakra. I'm going to give you some things that may be coming up for you, and then we're going to dive into some other tips and tools on what to do if that's the case. I am going to be respectful of time because the dear, amazing, incredible Shay is coming on at 6 o'clock. So in 40 minutes with one of the most amazing trainings that it actually goes very much hand in hand with chakras, and it's going to talk about the root chakra and what to do if you may have experienced trauma in your root chakra. And yeah, it's just going to be incredible. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. And that's right after this tonight. But anyways, so once you hop on, make sure you say hi, and that way we can just be able to talk. Hi, Tamika! And I love talking, and responding in the comments after and while it's going. So let's dive in. So tonight we're going to talk about the energy centers, but mainly just the heart chakra. And I'm going to give you a little bit of textbook, just real quick, about the chakras in one of my chakra classes that I learned. And I just like the way they described it. Hey T, Lady T. So it says that according to ancient Indian text, the chakras are aligned along with the spinal column and are represented, as most of you guys know, by a specific color and oftentimes by a specific sound. And each chakra is associated with a particular mental, emotional, and physical function. Do you see why that's so important? That if your emotional centers, right, or your chakras are connected to your mental, emotional, and physical functions, how you want to make sure that they are balanced and are paid attention to, because they are responding in your body every day in so many ways. So what we're going to do over the next couple weeks when I talk about your chakras, the main purpose of that is to seek a understanding of what's going on within your body and your spirit, and knowing more about these 7 basic chakras. Because what it does in the long run is it helps create that oneness, that wholeness within you, to learn more about spirituality and how everything within you works as well. A lot of times we want a deep connection with spirit, and spirit is so much in our bodies that in just ways that we may not even think of. And I think doing chakra work really allows you to see that firsthand. So anyways, what it does is it creates that wholeness and oneness within ourselves, and allows us to get to know ourselves, like I said, on that spiritual, mental, and emotional and physical level. And the result with that, the more you know about your chakras, is that there's this deep healing that's created within you, and you feel more aware and more control, and peace and empowerment. You feel that you have more control of your emotions. So anyways, as you can see, what we'll go over in a little bit, you'll be able to see, I should say, is that if your chakra system is out of whack, so to speak, right, that it's not most of the time just one chakra. Oftentimes it's a couple. And so you can learn these tips and tools on how to balance them yourself. And each lower chakra, this I thought was really cool, corresponds to a higher one. So if the first chakra is unbalanced, right? And you are feeling ungrounded, then you might have an unbalanced heart chakra. If your second chakra is feeling out of balance, then your throat chakra may feel out of balance too. So I want to tell you guys a little bit more about how you can know if your chakra may be unbalanced. And notice I didn't say the word blocked, because if your heart chakra is actually blocked, that's going to mean that oftentimes the symptoms and things have maybe been ignored so long that it's now causing a heart problem. I mean, not a heart problem, a health problem. And you are now probably experiencing maybe chest pains or tons of anxiety and different things like that. So it's presenting itself in a way that there's no way to deny that your heart is trying to talk to you. Now, if that is the case, then you may have a block. But oftentimes what it is you're just unbalanced. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody gets unbalanced at some point, right? So it's just all about just kind of figuring out which ways to rebalance it. So here's some signs that your heart chakra may be unbalanced or is out of balance. So if you have a difficulty in really giving and receiving love, your heart chakra might need a little bit of your attention today. If you have unreal expectations, I know this was a hard one for me to swallow for a while, but I was very guilty of this and sometimes can slip back into this. But if you give and you give and you give and you do it because you really do love it, but somewhere on this subconscious level, you expect something in return, even if it's a small thank you, you still expect something in exchange for that. You have these expectations around those emotions, right? I mean, around loving. Does that make sense? If you have an inability to really be genuine with your emotions, then you might, you feel like you're not genuine enough with your emotions, or you withhold them, or you feel that you're very judgmental, right? Or you might have a fear of intimacy or a fear of judgment. But you don't even realize that you're also doing that. Fear of intimacy is a big one. If you have a hard time committing to any sort of relationship, or you have an unhealthy attachment to the idea of non-commitment, of just wanting to be free, can never imagine yourself ever having a partner, ever having children at all, like ever. Judging others without trying to understand them on a deeper level. You feel burdened with a heavy sense of grief and loss. You have a deep-seated fear of abandonment based on unresolved feelings or loss and abandonment that's happened to you that you haven't dealt with yet. It may be that you have a dependency on others for feeling love more than you do for yourself. It may be that you have a compassion for everyone else other than you, and you give all your time to everybody and everybody else's well-being, everybody else's health, but your own. And there's starting to be a little resentment there. Feeling too much compassion for others and wanting to rescue everybody, okay? That may be that your heart chakra might just be a little out of balance. Another one is if you have suppressed emotions like anger and fear and hate that are starting to, emerge in ways that they just cannot be denied that they're there, okay? There's nothing wrong with experiencing fear or anger or rage at some point in your life. I think you should allow yourself to feel those feelings anyway. To me, it's unhealthy to always run away from them. But if that's a state that you become trapped in, that's when you need to pump your brakes a little and go, whoa, why am I trapped here? This was never meant to be a destination I stayed in where I always am stuck in fear or I'm always stuck in resentment or anger, right? So if that's where you're at, there is a huge sign that your heart chakra is really needing your love right now. If it is, if it is that there is where this something in the back of your mind always wonders and questions if you are difficult to love, if you're impossible to love, if there is something wrong with you, why can't anyone really deeply love me the way I love others? If it is that no matter how of a perfect of a partner that you get, you're deeply afraid they're gonna leave you. If it is this emotional instability, you can only be happy for so many days and then you instantly go back to this funk. It's probably because there is a part of you that is really needing to feel some attention in your heart chakra. So the heart chakra, the positive things when your heart chakra is aligned and is balanced is you will feel this really deep sense of unconditional love within you towards you. You will feel a peace in you and just this calmness in you where other people can't really force you to react in a way where you feel like you lose control of who you are and who you are becoming. You're more emotionally stable. When this is balanced, you also are able to forgive, really forgive, not hold grudges, have this deep sense of compassion and understanding that almost everyone in the world is also dealing with their own crap right now. And it just really allows you to see things in a different light. You also will accept others and yourself more, feel a oneness with life, be able to express yourself more, and be able to be more proactive. So do you see that that's only one of the basic 7 chakras and how much power is in that one chakra alone? So that to me, it's just absolutely amazing that this one little center in your body can hold so much power. So I wanted to just kind of run those things past you and see if anything resonated with you, because there are times that no matter how far I have gotten on my spiritual journey, my heart chakra is screaming to me like, hey baby, it's been a minute. We need to talk. So if you have felt any of those things that I had mentioned earlier, it doesn't mean that, oh my God, you've fallen off the spiritual wagon and you slipped up. No, it just means you're human. And this is a perfect day and a perfect time to just sit back and give yourself a few moments to honor your heart chakra. Okay. And the more that you do these little things that I'm going to teach you, the more that you realize, oh, wow, to balance my chakras isn't going to mean I have to take a whole week off work and do all these things. It's something that I can do very easily and do on my own as well. So let's start digging in a little bit more here. There was something else I was going to say to you guys. So the heart chakra, hi Vanessa, hey Kathy, hi Dr. Angela, how are you? So the heart chakra, another thing is we're gonna, if you hear me talk about colors with the heart chakra, type in the comments, what color would you associate the heart chakra with? Now I'm sure most of you girls in here already know, but I would love to hear in the comments which one that you associate the heart chakra with. So if you guys have just hopped on, I invite you to come back also and watch this as I went over how to tell if your heart chakra may be unbalanced or is seeking balance, and the symptoms is not the right word, but how to know that your heart chakra is healthy. We went over that too. So let's keep diving in. So what colors do you guys associate the heart chakra with? So as this type on in, as you guys type those in, I'll reveal the answer in a moment. So here's some ways that you can help balance your own heart chakra. So getting outside and being able to connect back to nature is a really beautiful one for your heart chakra, because oftentimes when your heart chakra is calling out for you and trying to get your attention, like, hey, baby, like I said earlier, it's been a minute, huh? What that means is that you also are disconnected from feeling rooted and grounded. So, a very quick way to helping your body in general feel more connected is making sure that you are grounded. And I was talking to Alicia today at lunch, and Alicia, I don't know why I was, I apologize. And we were talking about the simplicity of hugging a tree. Because if you think about it, most trees, especially a very big tree, has been around for oftentimes longer than we have. There is so much that has happened in the root of that tree. Okay, think of everything that tree has went through to still remain standing. And in very many ways, that's a lot like us. So to hug a tree allows you to exchange that energy back to the source, to the creator, and allows you to reground yourself. So hugging the tree, getting outside, walking barefoot, and allowing yourself to be grounded. And with each step, just simply saying as you take a step, all of me pours back into you, and all of you pours back into me. And just allowing yourself to ground back to the creator. Oh, perfect. You ladies are right in the comments. So pink and red. Awesome. So it's actually pink and green. So another thing is to practice daily gratitude. And this is, and I will say that all the time, gratitude is one of the quickest ways to improve your attitude. When you zoom out and show appreciation for the things that you have, your focus changes, your energy changes. Your responses change, your confidence begins to change because you begin to feel more secure and stable. So I invite you to just practice simple gratitude. And I tell everybody this, and I'll never stop preaching this. Spiritual showers are one of the best ways to tap back into your gratitude, by just when the water is coming down your body, that you're breathing in and thanking God for what you do have, and breathing out, and just letting that go down the drain. So another thing is really do writing and journaling centered around processing grief, or betrayals or loss or abandonment, and really allowing yourself to get those emotions out. Doing fire ceremonies like we talk about in here, where you allow yourself to get those things out and then set them on fire. Choosing to be associated with things that are literally green. So having plants in the house, eating more fresh herbs that are green. Even, just literally putting aloe vera on your body, on your face, holding green crystals. You guys know me and my crystals. But yes, holding green crystals, a big one while you meditate. Wearing jade or wearing crystal jewelry that's green. Allowing yourself to also repeat affirmations. So this is a good one. I found this one online. So when you're getting ready in the morning and maybe putting your skincare products on, and you look in the mirror and you simply say, I am open and loving towards myself and to others today and always. Something like that over and over. I fully respect and love and accept myself. Or I deeply and completely love and respect others, but myself even more so. I am able to be grateful for the gifts that I have every single day. I really think that when you find an affirmation, I can tell you 75 affirmations. However, I think sometimes we get so dependent on other people giving us these suggestions that we follow. And one of the most spiritual things you can do is allowing yourself to tap into who you are, which is this awesome, gorgeous creator. And asking yourself, what do I need to hear the most right now? So many of you answered that today when I asked that in here. And chances are, whatever you need to hear the most right now is what your heart needs to hear the most right now. Let that be a question you ask yourself every morning when you get up. and say those things to you. Look online on YouTube and do EFT, that emotional freedom technique, or Google, or not Google, do in our search bar EFT, as the beautiful Holly came in here and taught us tapping to do. So you can tap. I tap in a really hot Epsom salt bath to Brad Yates. And Holly is incredible too. And I just do their tapping they suggest, and you could look up heart chakra tapping and do that as well. So, and essential oils are great, absolutely incredible to use to help raise your vibrations every day. If you have access to great essential oils, know an oil lady, whatever, I highly recommend that you use essential oils every single day because they raise your vibration. And the higher your vibration is, the more you attract things on that higher level, people, situations, circumstances. The lower it is, that's what you tend to attract too. And that's one thing you can always tell where you're at is, what am I attracting right now? Right? So do things every day that are just going to help set you up to raise that vibe. Essential oils instantly change your vibration and your energy. A great one for if you're doing heart healing is rose essential oil. Put a little bit here, put it in your hands. Breathe it during a meditation. Even put it on your crystals and hold your crystals. That's what I do. Jasmine is an amazing one for the heart chakra. Lavender. Who does not love lavender? Lemon and citrus oils are great for the heart chakra because they also help with sadness and energy. Rosemary is one that I wish I could buy in bulk. Rosemary has so many benefits. Google rosemary oil. Helps with depression, with so many things. Mandarin, like I said, those citrusy oils are going to be great for your heart chakra. So you can use essential oils in 1,001 different ways, but make sure that you're using them because they really, really help. So another thing that you can do, and that I want you to practice with me, is we're going to do what's called a mantra. And this mantra has a vibration with this phrase, okay? And it's not even a phrase, it's, well, I guess. But it's a word, literally one word. And we're just going to say it. And as we say it, I want you to place your hands on your heart, okay? So take a deep breath with me. Breathe in through your nose and out of your nose. Again, in through your nose, out through your nose. One more. And now I want you to say this with me, okay? Yum. Final mantra. How many of you felt the power in that simple phrase? So that is something that you can do when you're really trying to rebalance and show love and gratitude to that such important chakra, that heart chakra. Simply doing those things that we talked about tonight, saying that chant or mantra of, it's literally spelled like yam, Y-A-M, but it's yam. You feel the vibration in your mouth, in your jaw, in your throat, in your neck, sending that healing energy in those words all the way down to that beautiful heart chakra. So that is a very easy way to do. Another one is to simply allow yourself to where you set the timer for 5 minutes and you imagine that you have this beautiful cloud above you, and this cloud is just pouring down green, the color green all over you. And it's going down your body and it's filling up that yummy heart full of this green energy. Just allowing yourself to breathe into that image for 5 minutes will send so much love to that heart chakra. Getting online and getting on YouTube and Googling heart chakras meditations to do. You can do one quick as 5 minutes. You can do them for an hour. But just devote a day. If there are 7 days in a week and there are 7 main chakras, because there's way more than 7, but if there's 7 main chakras, why not every single day devote? Monday is my heart day. Tuesday is my root day, right? So each day you go, okay, I'm going to do a 5-minute meditation anyway, or I got to get ready anyway. So today when I'm getting ready, I'm going to put my oil on my heart and I'm going to show a little love. Or I'm going to put my little oil on my throat and I'm going to show it some big love. Or I'm going to show that root. Oh God, Leah. I'm going to show that third eye some love. Whatever it is. If you're already getting ready and you're already doing things, spend those times being productive for your soul. Have a little soul talk, okay? So like I said, if there's 7 days a week and there's 7 main chakras, each day, one chakra should be getting at least 5 minutes of your love. So what did you guys think? What did you think of that chant, that yum? Didn't that feel like so yummy? And out of all those things I mentioned that you can do, what one resonated the most with you? Was it using those essential oils and breathing those in for a few moments? Was it getting grounded and doing those grounding exercises? Was it practicing gratitude or taking time to really write and do releasing on grief, on betrayal, on loss, on abandonment, on fear? Was it doing the fire ceremony or choosing to really be connected to planting things that are green or painting things that are green, working with crystals for your heart, doing affirmations, doing the meditations or the chants? So I would love to hear in the comments, which one do you think you're going to do this week to really show that heart some love? And I would also love to hear what value you got out of this, so that if this is something that you guys would like me to eventually teach a course, we can do more stuff with our heart chakra. So anyways, did anybody have any questions for me about the heart chakra before I sign off here? So Tamika said that she is really connected. What connected and resonated for her was using essential oils around the heart, doing a fire ceremony to really release that stuff, and using daily affirmations. I love it. So this week, Tamika, when it comes to, ooh, excuse me, that was so unladylike. And when it comes to, evidently my throat chakra wanted to talk, to working on your heart chakra, what day would you like to commit to it? Or what activity are you gonna commit to this week to really getting back into tune with your heart frequency and heart chakra? Oh, hi, Jan. I didn't even see you were on here. She said definitely grounding. Yes. So what are you going to do to ground yourself this week so that you really become more rooted and feel more connected back to you? What are you going to do this week that in return, not only will it connect you back to the connector, but it also will help those chakras? I love it. So Tamika said on Wednesday, she's going to do a fire ceremony. And that is such a powerful way of releasing. And Jen and my coach, we were talking the other day, and we were talking about, sometimes there is really beautiful spiritual woo-woo, wonderful, magic, yummy, hippie, awesome stuff to do, right? And then there are times when your heart also has a lot of pain in it and you need to get anger out too. So I also want to say, you can go and open those chakras up by seriously, like doing affirmations while swinging a bat at a batting cage, and being active that way, running and getting the anger out too while you're doing some of those things we talked about. Getting, like Jen and I were talking about, getting in a boxing ring and taking it out that way, but doing affirmations and getting it out that way. So there's so many cool things that you can do to get those emotions out that may be trapped in your heart that happened years ago. Jan said lots of gardening to prepare for the fall is how she's going to connect back to the earth and doing the grounding. So these are wonderful, wonderful things. And what did you guys learn tonight about the heart chakra you might not have known? Did any of those things even register to you that, oh my gosh, if this is going on in me, that this might be related to my heart chakra? Isn't that crazy? When I started reading that huge list, I don't know anybody that hasn't had at least one or two of those things pop up for them, right? So it's crazy that all that is connected to the heart. Tamika said boxing and writing are always great. Yeah, they just release so much. And it feels like all these endorphins go off when I write. And all these aha moments happen for me. And I feel like that so much is in my head, and so many times my head just needs a place to go, and the paper gives it somewhere safe. There's no judgment on that pad. There's nothing I have to worry someone's going to run and tell someone. It's me talking to me. And I love that so much. And that strengthens that relationship with me. So yeah, those are great ones too. So anyways, I hope you ladies enjoyed this, and I'm going to come back on and continue to do more about each chakra. So I want to make sure that I can support you in any way and hold you accountable in any way. And that is why writing in these comments like you guys did, like, okay, girl, I'm committing to Wednesday is all about Tamika's heart. Okay, Leah, I'm committing to doing gardening and it's all about Jan's heart and grounding that day, right? Now it's out to the universe, and now we can hold each other accountable. So I just thought that was so powerful. You guys wrote that. So anyways, ladies, that's why we're here. We're here to support each other and lift each other up, and learning more about our bodies and how they work, and all this amazing spiritual stuff just allows us not only to support our each other more, but it allows us to support ourselves more. The more we understand who we are, the more we can stand in that, in a confidence of, wow, this is who I am, and I understand who I am. And understanding how this heart chakra works and how all of this works really just allows you to become your own best friend. You know, when you get that first love, you just like run into finding everything out about them. You can't wait to find out all this stuff about them. You can't wait to talk to them. Food tastes better with them. Things sound better. That's how in love with you I want you to be. And that's the whole point of this group. Every speaker that we have come, every class that we have, everything posted is so that you feel that love, that first love type of love with you. And I invite you to just do that this week. Take that 5 minutes to spend on your heart chakra like we talked about. And then when we learn tomorrow about the third eye or different chakras, whatever chakra I feel called to talk about tomorrow, I want you to spend some day this week sending love and light to that chakra too. If you seriously did this every single day, where you picked one chakra a day to send 5 minutes of love and light to, I can't even imagine what doors would open for you. And you know why that is? Because once again, you are becoming your own best friend. You're figuring out how you work, where you trap emotions, where you store things, where you harbor anger, where you harbor sadness. How are you ever going to know that if you don't learn where it's stuck? And how are you never going to see how insanely badass powerful you are sorry, that scared me. My son just popped in. if you don't figure out tools on how to get it out of you on your own. And so that's what I want to invite you to do in this group, is to just dive in, hi honey, on finding out what tools work best for you to dive back into you. So as always, I rambled and ranted, but anyways, have a fantastic night. Be sure to hop on in about 10 minutes for Shay, as she is going to come on and talk about even more about energies and what we have stored in our root chakras. She's going to talk about some really powerful tips and tools and things on how to remove any energy from sexual past trauma, past lovers, and things like that. So, all right, ladies, have a fantastic night, and I can't wait to see and hear what you guys decide to do for your heart chakras. Aw, you have so much to learn, girl. We all do. Earth is nothing but a school, honey. All right, have a fantastic day, guys.